Good morning, everyone. It is Sunday and our plans massively changed today. I was going to go and visit my grandma, but she's had a flood in her kitchen and I was like, we'll come and help, we'll help come clear up. But my grandma is probably the most independent woman. She's in her 80s, like late 80s, okay? And she messaged me and she was like, you should have seen me moving that big fridge on my own. Like, honestly, like, she is the most formidable woman I have ever known in my life. Like, it's so, I wish you could meet her. I really do. I wish you could meet her because I think you'd be in absolute awe. I think that there are certain people in this world, she just astounds me because it's so funny. One of the stories she always tells me is that people will phone her up, like say she's got someone coming to do some work on her house, and she'll speak to them on the phone, and when they come to the door, they're shocked by her age because her voice is still so like powerful and still it's sort of, you know how with age sometimes people's voices can sort of get a little bit wobbly and soft, not hers. And so I just find her so interesting, and just the thought of her. I mean, she still walks incredibly tall, she holds herself in such an incredible way, and the thought of her moving this blooming fridge, I'm like, Grandma, no. But I also know what she's like, and she wouldn't want us to come around and, you know, be with her in her house when she's not feeling like it's at its best. I know she'll want to have it all done and lovely. So I'm fully appreciating I'm respecting her choice on it, although I do just really want to go and see her. But it has given me the freedom today to be a little bit more proactive because Ali and I are going on a trip tomorrow, and when you're watching this, as always, we'll already be back from it, but we're packing to go and stay at Cliveden, and we have never been to Cliveden before, and so this is incredibly exciting for us. The only knowledge that I have, in fact maybe Ali's been, I've never been, but we did fly over the top of Cliveden when Ali asked me to marry him. So if you remember in our engagement video, if you haven't watched it, I'll link it down below. Ali booked a helicopter and we flew. He had this elaborate plan where he would pretend that we're going to a brand event, and then he asked me to marry him. It was just, I don't even know how he pulled it off. I still don't know to this day. And I remember then when we got engaged, people were like, oh my goodness, you should look at Cliveden for a wedding venue. And it was one of those places that we knew that was way out of our budget for a wedding venue. And it was just one of those things we'd just be torturing ourselves if we went and looked around, although I have seen so many beautiful weddings there. And also so many beautiful trips, so it has been somewhere that I've wanted to visit. However, I'm really hoping that in this video I'm going to be showing you a different side of Cliveden, because this was a side that I didn't know existed. So we went, I don't know if you remember, last year, Carrie and I did a sponsored in the old school sense of the word, so we asked people to sponsor us to do the mighty hike for Macmillan. We walked a marathon in one day, and it just so happened to be the hottest day of the year. So it was 40-degree heat and it was incredibly intense, and I ended up actually having the equivalent of snow blindness, but in sunshine. I couldn't see anything. We walked past all of the beautiful homes, because it was from Henley, I think, to Henley to Windsor, I believe. I think so. God, my mind. And we walked past all of those beautiful waterfront properties that have their gardens that back onto the Thames. And there was this one cottage that we were like, oh my gosh, imagine living there. It turns out that nobody lives there, because that is Spring Cottage that belongs to Cliveden and the Cliveden estate, which is a National Trust property. You can stay and rent Spring Cottage. And if you've watched any of my personal trips that I take every now and again, I like the cottage on the grounds. That's what I like to book. And so to have this opportunity to go and experience Spring Cottage in this way is going to be unreal. I'm so excited. So I'm going to tell you more about it. But first and foremost, I need to start planning my outfit because we have 2 nights there, which is a real treat. And we're going to be experiencing all of the fine dining and the restaurants and the spa and the grounds. And I'm doing it with Ali as well. It's just the 2 of us. So I think it's going to be really nice for us to just be able to go and do this, because Ali didn't come on my recent trip where I went to Ireland with Carrie. That was like a girls' trip. And we kept saying, I think the boys would love this, but it's going to be nice to be able to do this with Ali. So what I first of all need to plan is like my more practical sort of autumnal outfits that we're going to be wearing there. And I'm incredibly excited. I feel like I always say it with this brand, but I'm incredibly excited to be working with Fairfax and Favor on this video, because you literally watched me fall in love with these boots very recently. I've been trying to get my hands on the Upton boots, and I said this to you for such a long time, and they were never in my blooming size, and now full sizes, and I have not stopped wearing these. First of all, I'll show you. They are probably the most flattering boots that I own, and comfortable, because I think that this is really important, is that Fairfax and Favor started in footwear. So Felix and Marcus, the owners, basically started this shoe brand out of they were operating out of their mum's loft, Marcus's mum's loft. Footwear has always been the beating heart of Fairfax and Favor. So the good thing about this is not only do they look this beautiful, but they are comfortable. They are genuinely like having your foot in a cloud, and they also form fit. So it's not just that they're, you know, aesthetically pleasing boots, they actually fit the contours of your leg beautifully. So they have these elasticated panels which allows your leg to move, which is great for a girl like me whose feet often swell as well, and ankles. So good for comfort, style, practicality, and also making an impact on an outfit. So as you can probably see, I've been wearing these non-stop, but I have some new in pieces for me from Fairfax and Favor, and I thought that I could show you some of the items that I'm going to be taking with me, talk you through what it is that I love about them, and why this brand particularly is so special to me. Because I actually met with Marcus, the owner, I think it must have been about nearly 2 years ago now was the first time that we actually met. And we met at Soho House, and we sat down, and I don't think I've ever left a meeting, and I think I spoke about it briefly at the time, but I don't think I've ever left a meeting firstly so inspired, because his dedication to his customers is like nothing I've ever experienced with a brand before. But I've learned so much more about their processes and how they do things, that I've become a die-hard Fairfax and Favor fan myself, from a business element as a businesswoman, just seeing what they do, but also with what it is that they're producing and the efforts that they go to. And I know whenever I talk to Ali about them, I'm like, honestly, this brand excites me so much, but in ways that I don't think is very normal for business. Because the one thing that I will always say about them is that kindness is almost at like the company's epicenter. Every single person that I have met that works at Fairfax and Favor has been the loveliest, most welcoming, most warm, and they feel valued as employees as well, but they are just wonderful human beings who are passionate. And I always think that that's such a huge testament to what Marcus and Felix have created, because that's not easy to do. It really isn't easy to cultivate people and camaraderie and teamwork and passion in that way. So I always want to give them like a huge thumbs up, just in their workforce first and foremost. But then also it's that I don't know whether this is something that they purposely do or what, but they kind of give me hope in a different sense as well, because one of the things I think I've spoken to is in the early days of my career, you know, I thought that you had to be quite ruthless in this industry, you had to be a hustler, you had to sort of like fight to get where you wanted to be. And what I've really noticed about what they do at Fairfax and Favor is they're just really lovely people, and they just really love what they're doing. And that sort of ruthless, cutthroat business culture that I think we've come so accustomed to doesn't really feature at all in their company, as far as I have experienced. And that's really comforting for someone like me who I've always spoken about it quite candidly since I realised it about myself, is that I really enjoy working with people who are lovely people and in lovely environments. And if it's not a lovely environment and it's not enjoyable and people don't want to be there, then it's just not what life is about. You want to be having a good time and you want it to be enjoyable, and you can hear the rain. It is very, very wet today, but I kind of feel like it's a little bit cosy. So for me, that's really wonderful to see a brand as prestigious as Fairfax and Favor doing the incredible things that they're doing, and yet doing so in such a wonderful and stand-up way. I'm in awe of them. Then you get onto their customers, and I think that their policies are, before we get into the shopping part, okay, I think their policies are what really astounded me. And this is what I mean about them putting their customers at the forefront. So they have a 180-day refund policy. So if you get your boots, you've got a problem with them, or they're just not right for you, it happens, it's one of those things. You've got a 180-day refund policy. You then have a 365-day exchange policy. So if you're not happy, or you need a different size, or you have a fluctuation and you need to go a different leg size or shoe size, whatever, you can do that and they will honour that. And I think that that is a confidence, a quiet confidence, which is something that I think is overlooked and overshadowed sometimes, but a quiet confidence that I'm like, wow. What you're doing there for your customers, but also for your reputation, so incredible, absolutely incredible. Then of course it is a wonderful British brand, and the products themselves are made and hand stitched in Portugal as well. So you're getting beautiful leather qualities in beautiful craftsmanship, and it is always a testament to the product. I get so excited to receive their products in this way that I get into a fluster. So anyway, I'm going to show you a few more of my new boots that I've been eyeing up and now finally have them in my possession. And they do a broad range of footwear. They do a broad range of handbags, accessories. They just moved further into their ready to wear. So it's a really exciting time for the brand. But today I get to focus on the footwear, which pleases me greatly. So these are the black Upton boots, and these are just a classic for me. They go really beautifully with sort of existing pieces in my wardrobe, and for just a really easy outfit. I wore these to Farmhouse on Friday, and I wore a green jumper, a green jacket, this bag, black jeans. I feel like they're very elongating on the leg, but also really flattering. Because they fit the ankle, they are super flattering for underdresses and things like that, because you don't get that bulkiness. And just the subtle detailing of them, these beautiful rivets that sit to the outside. And if I show you a little bit up close there, and just, look at the leather. It's that beautiful box style leather, which I think always gives an air of luxury, which I love. I know I mentioned this already. They have a memory foam sole, which, as someone who sleeps on a memory foam pillow, a memory foam sole is taking comfort to the next level for me, and you can feel it. My foot is fully supported, but it's in a soft and gentle way, which I love. So those are the Upton, and I'm going to style up a few different ones. So on to the next pair. Okay, before we get into the other styles, I had to show you the Upton in the mahogany leather, and again it's in that stunning, rich sort of box leather style. And you can polish these up whenever you maybe get a scuff or anything like that, and it just brings them back to like new. And I love the richness of the colour of these boots, and I've teamed them with a blazer which I think picks out those rich tones as well. And actually I really quite like this as an outfit to travel there tomorrow. I've gone for the world's worst bun. I've just stuck it up at the nape of my neck there, but I just always find, especially when it's set to be raining the whole time we're there, a low bun up just really solves all of my hair worries, and I get to add conditioner to it and I don't have to worry. But the richness of these boots I love, and I think for me, I like to match a handbag, but I've popped in some black tones, and there's some black that runs through the jacket as well. So I think that what we can actually do is go in with a black handbag instead if we want to, because for me this outfit is all about the boots. They are spectacular. Almond toe, 7cm heel, so super comfortable. That block heel, it's like I'm not wearing a heel at all. It's super comfortable, super wearable, and really, really happy with this outfit actually. I've got a cashmere jumper underneath. Maybe I'll put like a scarf or something, who knows, but for me, outfit number one sorted. Say hello to the curveball. This is the Regina in the high-heeled boot, and there is so much that I love about this boot, and it's not just the fact that they are so incredibly flattering. First and foremost, which is one of my favourite sayings, this slightly elevated area here has the same characteristics as like a traditional riding boot. So your Solaris, those kinds of things, but it's comfortable for everyday wear. So that for me is a big tick, because I love that equestrian style, but I don't want it to look like I'm actually going to ride. I want those hints of that coming through, and this particular rise here really, really encapsulates that beautifully. The other thing, and I feel like I haven't necessarily heard too many people talk about this, but first of all, these tassels, which are very, very quintessentially country attire, I would say, these are interchangeable first and foremost, so you can like get different colours to make them a bit statement. But the thing that I love is they are removable as well, and that for me is a huge, huge tick again, because I live two different lives, I would say. There is the Lydia that lives in the countryside, and when she's here she very much likes to wear those typical quintessentially British countryside pieces when I'm in my main element of life. But sometimes I have to go to London, and living that town and country lifestyle has been something that I haven't ever consciously drawn the parallels between. And so for me, these tassels are very much that countryside aesthetic. But if I wanted to wear these to, say, London, I'm just going to remove them. It's super easy. You just unscrew the back of the tassel, and I just pop them in my accessories drawer or something like that. And you just remove the tassel, and you have this beautiful gold detailing, which instantly just gives it that more sort of streamlined look. And then you've got the other vibe here, which I love. I love the versatility of that. I love how I can really go in on that typical country style, and then I can go slightly more pared back, maybe more in line with my sort of town style, but still that country look. I've teamed it with the Beatrice blazer, which I love. Now this is actually a size too big. I really want to get it when it comes in my size so that it's just a bit more fitted on me. But at the moment I'm going for that oversized look, I think, and these rich mahogany tones add such a wonderful element. The other thing that I just want to point out is the gold. If you're an Hermes customer, the gold matches perfectly with the gold of Hermes. I love the way that the Regina boots adds that length to the leg as well. They really do come up to such a great point on the leg, so that it adds that real sort of drawing of the eye down. They do come in 3 different heel heights depending on colourway, and this is the genius part. They offer 3 different leg widths in the Regina as well. Again, it depends on the colour that you choose, but if you want a slightly wider fit, then they have their sporting fit, they have their narrow fit. So honestly, you can get the boot that looks the best on your ankle and your calf, and I think that that is a real USP that I think maybe, you know, just seeing the quality and the style and the real sort of emphasis on the elegance paired with the fact that you get to have it so that it's comfortable. These boots, as much as they are a higher price point, you're going to get maximum wear, maximum versatility, and I love that. Absolutely love that. So, I don't know what blazer. Let me try a different blazer perhaps and see if we can go for like a, I don't know, like a black tweed. Now this blazer I love with them. I think this really works. It gives me that sort of, it makes me feel very sort of Princess Diana. The pearls, could even go for a hat. The boots, these boots, The Uptons for me were like that impulse, like, oh my gosh, I want these boots. But now that I've seen these in the box style leather, I think these are my favourite. Oh my gosh, I think they're my favourite. The other design details that I think you may have overlooked on these is the curved zip. That means that you're getting that really, really snug fit that is super elegant and super complementary to the contours of your leg. These are my favourites. I need to wear these. I need these in the same colour as the Uptons in that mahogany as well. Oh, I love this. Love this. Sorry. I'm just showing you one more. Like, I love this so much with a little bow, tweed blazer, all black. There is just so much that you can do with an all black boot, and I love this outfit as well. Oh, now I don't know what to wear. And of course, I can't show you the Regina boots without showing you the different heel heights. And I have the black in the high heel, which I just showed you. I have the mahogany leather in the low heel, and I have the mahogany leather in the mid heel as well. But I thought I would show you the low heel. These come dependent on colour in the different leg widths and different heels as well, so you can find the perfect boot for you. I've popped it with a classic black blazer. This is from one of my collections with Karen Millen. Just a nice, sharp, sort of slick blazer. What I love about outfits like this is the layering potentials, because you can obviously put a coat over the top of this. And I've got my Fairfax and Favor leather gloves, which are always in my black leather handbag, just because they are so elegant, so timeless, and again add a real different feel to the look, even without wearing a full coat. I think gloves really add another dimension to a look as well. Again, these are super snug on the leg, but snug in a comfortable, fitted, almost tailor-made way, which is what I'm always looking for. So yeah, love these. I'll link them down below as well. Ladies and gentlemen, I have discovered the Fairfax and Favor version of the Emmy London pointed flats in boot form. Oh my goodness. These are perfection. The slight pointed toe is so elongating. The height of these, and they're so wonderful and rigid that they're not going to bunch up around the ankles. The suede and the tan is perfection. They do these in other colours as well, and I think this is quite a new style for Fairfax and Favor, but my goodness me, these are so flattering. These are the ultimate in tan heels. In tan boots, sorry. I've tried to buy so many blooming tan boots over the years, and they have never been right, and these are perfection. They are so comfortable, and again, that design detail at the back that can take your look from that more countryside aesthetic with the tassels, or you can remove them for that more town element of your wardrobe. For me, it's great to have that versatility. I believe they've got the memory sole, the memory foam inner sole as well, so super comfortable. As always with all of their boots, incredibly flattering. I've teamed it with a really cozy style outfit, staying away from the blazers, those richer tones. I could probably even go for some lighter denim perhaps. There's definitely room for some different coloured denim in my wardrobe, that is for sure. But yeah, absolutely love these. I can't believe I've actually finally achieved the unachievable, because I have been looking for boots like this for such a long time, to take other accessories that I've got into the winter months, because this is very much a bag that would be stored away in a safe space for now, and then I would just bring it back out in summer. But now I can utilise more of my accessories throughout this time of the year, which makes me very, very happy. And I'm not quite finished yet. I have saved the best until last. These are the fleece lined Reginas. So if you weren't satisfied with all of the different leg widths and heel heights and colours and all of the other options of the Regina, there is also this, the most practical of them all. These are the fleece lined Reginas. For me, you might have heard me speak about it in recent months, but my old walking boots have seen their last day. I've had them for about 5 years, and they sadly are no longer fit for purpose. They're falling apart in all different areas, and so I was on the hunt for a new pair of more practical, warm winter boots, and these are exactly what I was hoping for, because these are like perfect walk to the pub boots, because they look nice, they're fitted to your leg, they've got all of the attributes of a good country boot, but form-fitting, and those little nods of design details to someone that, like, you know, I appreciate those things. And so for me, these are a brilliant option. Again, they come in different leg widths, so you can get the boot that suits you perfectly, fits you perfectly, but my goodness are they cozy, and I just think they look so nice teamed with a cozy jumper like this, just casual, pared back. You'd probably have your field coat or your walking coat over the top. Job done. Anyway, I'm gonna need to get into packing now, because tomorrow is the day that we're heading, so I am very, very excited, and excited to have some bits and pieces that I am able to test drive whilst I'm there. I'm obviously going to have to probably break these in as well, because all good walking boots need a good breaking in, and that is something that I'm fully aware of. So yes, all good to go and plan my outfits. But as usual, I will have linked all of the pieces from Fairfax and Favor that I featured in the description box down below. There is also free gift wrapping on orders over £100. So if you're thinking about ordering some boots as a gift for someone, maybe they're a gift for yourself and you're popping them under your Christmas tree, whatever it is you're doing, if you're spending over £100 and they are a gift, you can have them gift wrapped for free, which I think is just, it's a way to get ahead, isn't it? It's just a great way to just be able to be like, I don't have to gift wrap that one, it's already done for me, all good. And if you don't already follow Fairfax and Favor on social media, they are going to be running their own social media advent calendar throughout the advent calendar, and so you'll be able to take part in that and see what is being unveiled, and it almost will be like a sort of advent calendar that we're all able to take part in. So I will link their social media handles in the description box down below, along with all of the outfits, all of the boots, and all of the pieces as well. And I know this has been a lot of information, so anything that is important I will have put down there so that you can refer back to it instead of having to listen to me yabber on. I'm now in that difficult space where I'm like, which boots do I take? Which blazers do I take? I'm trying to sort of narrow everything down so that I don't have 100 things. I'm taking this dress from my upcoming Karen Millen collection, which this dress is so beautiful. I wore it recently when Ali did our trip to London that I didn't vlog, and I was like, so many of my outfits were so good and I didn't show you them, so I'm wearing it again. I'm going to wear this on the first night for the sort of high fine dining that we're going to be doing at Cliveden, so that is definitely coming. Now, I've also just unboxed this wonderful tweed green, it's kind of like it's not a safari jacket, a Norfolk jacket. It's similar. Ali has lots of Norfolk jackets and he was like, oh, that looks like a Norfolk. It's like the women's equivalent. This is from Really Wild Clothing, and it's my first proper piece, I think, from them. Definitely my first bit of tailoring, and it fits me really nicely on the shoulders. Beautiful lapels, horn buttons. So I've got more blazer options. Oh my goodness me. And just like that, we have everything all laid out. We may have a few little extra stragglers just to throw in case we have more time to shoot, but for the most part we've got 2 pairs of boots and a pair of heels, and those are the only shoes that I'm taking with me at this stage. All of these will either be put into suit carriers or into the suitcase. Then on here we have accessories, so I've got some bits and pieces in here like ribbons and things like that. I've got a belt, one belt at the moment. I've got my fedora, I've got a load of different scarves and ponchos, underwear, swimwear, knitwear, jeans and knitwear, just extra layering pieces. But what I've got here is some really versatile pieces, so I can go for an all black blazer with black boots and black jeans and a black roll neck with a black LK Bennett coat, or I can go for some colour, I can go for those warmer tones. So I've got some versatility to get some different outfits and some different feels in here. So all good to go. We're now going to go and have
Well, I am loaded into the car. I have brought way too much stuff with me, but I do not care because I am very, very excited to go to Cliveden. So basically, Cliveden was built in 1666 by the second Duke of Buckingham, and he built it for his mistress. Interesting. But it is now part of the National Trust and is a 5-star stunning hotel, and it is host to some of the most spectacular weddings. I know our friends Jeremy and Shauna got married there. I've seen a number of weddings spectacularly happen there, and parties, celebrations, all of the good stuff. And like I said earlier, the one thing that I maybe haven't seen so much about is Spring Cottage. So I'm really excited to share a little bit of this with you and just show you around and take you somewhere that, in all honesty, I think I've said it before, I've gone and stayed in these kinds of properties at other stately homes, other beautiful hotels, because I love the idea of like that little standalone. It's almost like you get the joy of renting a house with the convenience of hotel services. So, you know, your turn down services, your room services, all of those kinds of things, but you still get the privacy of what feels like a house. Mr. Millen Gordon has joined the chat.
Hello, hello.
And we are heading, it's actually not too far from us, which is really good. So we've got a good old drive ahead, and Carrie has lots of work for me to do, so she has relinquished me from driving duties, which I'm not mad about at all. So the back is, oh yeah, buckle up. The back is all loaded up and we are good to go. We are now being escorted down to Spring Cottage, which I am very much looking forward to. Well, welcome to Spring Cottage on the estate of Cliveden House. This is where Ali and I are going to be staying, and when I tell you that this is utterly spectacular, I mean it. So let's go inside and learn all about this beautiful, beautiful property. So this is the entranceway of Spring Cottage. You can hear the ducks quacking outside, which just literally brings me so much joy. Look at them sitting on the bank. If you come into the property and you turn off to your left, you come into the spectacular kitchen area, complete with Aga copper pots. It comes with a fresh loaf of bread, champagne, wine, treats, nuts, biscuits, condiments, everything that you could need. Teas, coffees, absolutely everything. You can also request for anything to be filled in your fridge, because this is a 3-bedroom cottage, so it sleeps 6 from what I understand. There are 2 main bedrooms, which one is an ensuite, one has a bathroom directly opposite, and then there is the children's bedroom, which is smaller. So you could come here potentially with like 2 couples, or you could come with a friend that has children, or if you really wanted to have quite a sort of luxurious stay like Ali and I are having, then you can come and just have a really romantic getaway, the 2 of you. We were going to be coming with friends, but we weren't able to align the date on that, so we basically took this as a little bit of downtime before the busy period starts, which both Ali and I are really looking forward to the busy period, but it's just an excuse, isn't it, just to enjoy ourselves. So I will pop all of the details of Spring Cottage and where you can book if you want to come and stay here. They have the Cliveden boats here, and you have a shuttle service, not like a shuttle, you literally phone up and they will come and get you in the Mercedes to take you to the main house, because we have dinner there this evening. So anything we need, if we want them to come and light the fire, fires for us. If we need any foods or any room service, we've got breakfast coming in the morning, we just call them up and they let us know. So obviously Cliveden is a National Trust property as well. So there are members of the public that are walking the grounds. So there's lots of curtains. That means that you can cocoon in and shut off the outside world and enjoy yourself. So continuing on from the kitchen, we come into the main living room, which basically has 360 views over the Thames, over the grounds, over the beautiful fields with horses. It is absolutely stunning. I think that this is my favourite though. There's like this little nook here, this little reading nook where you can sit and look out over the ducks. Look at the little mallards. Oh my goodness. I think that Mr. Millen-Gordon has already coined this as his personal writing desk, where he will be working away, setting up his laptop and that kind of thing. I think we're going to cozy down in here later on and have them light the fire and spend an evening looking out over the Thames. There is a huge amount of history within this particular building. From what I understand, this is where Queen Victoria would come and have afternoon tea. So she would come from Windsor Castle and come here to enjoy afternoon tea at Spring Cottage, which it's not a bad place to have it, I don't think, but I feel like I'm living my Queen Victoria life today. I'm definitely going to be enjoying afternoon tea at some point when we're here. I think we're having it on the last day. I just can't get over the views, and the artwork within Cliveden is something that I am fully sort of, I'm taking it all in. The artwork, the fabrics, the details, just absolutely stunning. I love all of these little nooks that they've created to make it feel really cozy. We can obviously have breakfast on the terrace. There is the most beautiful waterfall, which I'll take you outside to see as well shortly, but I'm going to show you the rest of the house first. So back into the kitchen, which is all fully stocked, into the hallway, and as you come through the hallway, you come to the stairs, and on your right hand side you've got a snug. I would say this is the snug. This is where you would come and you would watch TV. Maybe if you've got kids, this is where you can keep them entertained. If you're having a cozy weekend away, this is perfect for them to just have their toys and what have you. Across the hallway we have the ground floor double bedroom, and this is the one that has the ensuite. And I think this is 110% where I am going to be doing my makeup every morning. Look at this setup. What a dream. That light is just going to be the easiest place to do my makeup I think I could have asked for. And then to look out over the water, it is so calming. I think for Ali and I, one of the things when we were originally looking for a holiday home for ourselves, what we wanted was something by the water, and that's still very much something, whether it's just the actual property itself was to have like a lake or something like that, but I'm living that dream here. This is my dream like holiday property, and perhaps maybe this is it. Instead of buying it and having to do the upkeep yourself, whenever you want, you just come to places like this at Cliveden and book in and enjoy what feels like an escape for yourself here in the countryside, which, you know, that's what I mean when I'm saying it's like you get all of the benefits of a holiday home whilst also having all of the benefits of a hotel. If you want a hot chocolate at 11 o'clock at night, you can have a hot chocolate, and that is something that you don't get when it's your own holiday home. So that's, unless you're, you know, you pay for that kind of service. So anyway, back to my lovely little tour. So this is the bed, and I personally think that we're going to want to sleep down here just because the view over the water is really lovely from the bed. But when you come down this corridor, this is the ensuite bathroom, complete with roll top bath, lovely little skylight there, and his and hers sinks, tongue and groove panelling, high cistern toilet, all of the stuff that I love, and a beautiful pitched roof as well with beams. It's very cozy in here. So then we go out of the bedroom, and we go up the stairs. Mr. Millen-Gordon is doing his usual unpacking, which I'm very jealous of. So this is the the smallest bedroom of the house, and I think it's so beautiful. This linen on the walls is so wonderful. Have you seen that? This is linen. It's very rare that you see that. My dad used to have fabric on his walls at his little man pad. Another little setup over the water as well. Little single bed here, which I imagine pulls out with a bed underneath so that you could have 2 children sleeping in this room side by side if you wanted to. Little cubby holes. Ali's set out all of his shoes into the lovely hallway here as well. And then this is the second bathroom, which is very, very good for, again, lighting. And you've got a bathtub, toilet, shower, bidet, all of the good stuff in here. And then the final bedroom, which I'm torn at the moment because this is really lovely. And it's got an even bigger window. Oh, I don't know. I feel like I could honestly just sit here and read. Like, imagine popping a little cushion in that corner and just sitting here and reading. Oh, what a joy. And they actually have their own mooring just down here, so you can do in summer like boat trips and things like that. But I'm just happy to see the little mallards and the horses in the fields over there. So yes, we need to decide which room is going to be ours. My stuff has already been hung in this room in here. But that is the tour thus far. So I'll pop all of the details in the description box down below. But if you don't know, basically the National Trust they're custodians of many of the historical properties across England. And maybe if you're in America or somewhere like that, you don't know. But there's a huge amount of really, really spectacular historical properties in England. And what they require is a huge amount of upkeep, and it costs a fortune. It's why it's so difficult to keep them running. Many of them fall into disrepair. And so what the National Trust does is finds a way to keep funds flowing to those properties so that they can be upkept, looked after, kept in a beautiful state, so that we are all able to, whether we're from England or across the seas and across the world, to come and enjoy them. And so luckily at Cliveden you can come and have dinner, you can come and have afternoon tea here, you can walk the grounds, but you can also come and stay here. The only thing that is only for guests, as far as I'm aware, is the pool and the spa. So yes, the gardens, the grounds, the rolling hills of Cliveden, you can come and look around and explore and walk, and also enjoy many of the restaurants here as well. So very, very lovely. And I think that that's the thing that's really wonderful about what we have in England, is that there are these custodians that are able to keep these houses that would otherwise probably fall into disrepair, keep them going and keep them functioning, and hopefully for many more hundreds of years as well. So just a little bit of information there, but now we're going to crack on, decide what we're going to do for the rest of the afternoon, because we haven't got dinner now until...
Oh, boat coming across.
I know. Oh yeah, I've already filmed one. This is what, it's just so lovely. So this is what happens on this area of the Thames, as lots of people have boats. When Carrie and I did the mighty hike, I believe we walked along this other side of the river, and in summertime there's just the most beautiful, beautiful boats. And it's just such a lovely thing to do. I would absolutely love to get out on one of the boats here, maybe in summer.
I'm sorry, this is absolutely outrageous.
Mr. Millen Gordon has found the snack stash.
We need these in our fridge. Look how neat it looks.
Oh gosh.
See that?
He's inspired.
All of a sudden you pull out and then you reveal
your salmon.
Prepared, ready to go.
Wow, so what does the salmon go with? Come on, bring the goods out. Oh wow, we've got cheese board. That's probably for later for us to enjoy, to be honest. Or is it a snack for now?
I would have thought now, because dinner's going to be very filling.
Okay. We've also got our lovely macarons. We've got... I saw the fresh loaf, but there is actually a full-on bread basket here.
Oh my goodness me.
What? Oh wow! Prosciutto!
I like these.
Oh wow, avocado! So we can have avocado on toast?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, let's make... Wait, should we shoot first?
Yeah.
And then come and eat all of this?
Yeah, let me just make sure it's in date.
You cheeky moo. Is this the nice machine then? What is this? Yeah, this is the nice machine. I feel like every room should have an ice machine, because how often am I like, can I have a bucket of ice please?
Yeah.
We've got a coffee station. What a lovely little view over the front door as well. Like, it's so cute. These windows are spectacular. Do you want a macaron, my love? I'm going to have a macaron. Oh, wow. Those are good macarons. So the view from the kitchen is out over our wonderful terrace. And this is the view of the River Thames from this beautiful property. So in there is the lounge that we just showed you. Goodness me. And over here is where the magic really happens. At this point, it's where I thought I was going to cry, because there is this lake just here.
Okay.
Well, pond. Oh, right, it's a pond. Oh, wow, what is that blowing bubbles?
That's a catfish.
Is it?
No.
What is that?
It's just to make sure that the water probably... I'm not going to try and give you an answer. I don't know. It's important that
It's not a hippopotamus.
It's a pump.
It's not a hippopotamus.
No, but a beaver's been in here there.
Anyway, and then this pond feeds into the River Thames here via a waterfall. The sound of the water is so funny. The sound of the water is so lovely, but do you know what's really annoying me? Is I've realised that when I come to these places, I'm like, and the beautiful this, and the beautiful that, and it's like, Lydia, find another word to say other than beautiful. Look at my beautiful husband who just nearly fell down the steps. This area here must be the original sort of mooring and jetty for the house. I'm not sure if they actually use it. I think the Cliveden boats are moored over there. But you can walk right down and look out and watch all of the boats go past, which is such a treat. Another little jetty over there. And then this stunning view of the house. My goodness me. Just nestled away there. Nature Boy is determined to get the geese flying. Did you get it? Oh, sorry, babe. You know what they say, don't work with children or animals. We are just choosing our breakfast for the morning because we decided to have breakfast at the cottage tomorrow morning because we have spa treatments in the morning, and then the next day we're going to go to the main house for breakfast so that we experience both. Oh, eggs Florentine. American pancakes, you know. Oh, but maybe I want the Lady Astor. Poached egg, sliced avocado, eggs Benedict. I think I might do the American pancakes and eggs Benedict. I'm a growing girl. Right, they set up a little picnic. The toast is done. Ooh. Midday snack. You sure you've done it right?
Yeah.
You need to turn up the time that it's in there for, my love.
There's no time.
Yeah, that big knob is a
Yeah,
dial.
it's on 6.
Picnic is served, and I'm having avocado on toast, and Ali is having absolutely everything on toast.
I'm not really competitive, but if you were to look at my plate and then look at yours, which one are you picking?
So happy with yourself.
I'm chuffed with that. That looks
It does actually look really good.
It took me all of 2 minutes to make it. You really made it for me.
Yeah. Cocky balls over here. Just oh, how the world humbles us so quickly. There he was, gloating about his lunch, squeezes his lemon onto his lunch, and it squirts him directly in the eye. I have such envy right now. I think we're going to have to buy one of these. Ali has literally just poured water into here, and it has just given birth to some little baby ice cubes. Wow. That is unreal. This will save us so much issue because I've always got to have ice. Just having this somewhere would make me very, very happy. What? What?
Patience. Ready?
Did Nature Boy get his video? Oh, wow. Nature Boy's very happy with that. One thing I do have to say is this is an exceptional space to give you an outfit of the day, except I'm not giving it to you at the beginning of the day because I blooming forgot, but I thought I would show you anyway because I actually love this outfit so much. Sorry that you're a little bit on the wonk because you are balancing on the Bose speaker. Hold on. This is rather a nice place to do an outfit of the day. So I am a little bit happy that I forgot to show you earlier. However, outfit is the Fairfax and Favor Upton boots in the mahogany leather, which they are so statement. Then I've got my 100-year-old Paige denim jeans. They're not 100 years old, but they feel like they are. And I probably should get myself a new pair because I am starting to get slightly worried that they might actually rip. This is my new jacket from Really Wild Clothing. It's beautiful green wool tweed in this Norfolk style jacket, which I love. I've then got a Goelia ivory roll neck underneath and a Sabina Savage silk scarf, which I love, and usual black Birkin. My fragrance of the day is Clive Christian Iconic Feminine, and I am now going to get changed and ready for this evening, where I'm going to be able to get to show you one of my dresses from my collection and how I'm styling it, because I didn't get to show you it when I was in London, so I'm going to show you it this evening. So because you haven't seen it, I get to wear it again, which is lovely, which doesn't bother me anyway because I love wearing things more than once. So we have pre-dinner drinks at 7:30. It has just gone 5 o'clock, so let's get ready. Or as I say to Ali all the time, izzy wizzy, let's get busy. Okay, outfit of the evening, just to show you the starters. This is my pièce de résistance from my Karen Millen collection. Oh my goodness, this dress is a work of art. Like, when I show you up close, it's the waist, it's the fabric, it's the structure, it's the sleeves, it's the fullness of the skirt. It does come in white as well, but for me this black is so perfect for the forthcoming party season. I have already worn this dress so much, and I love the fact that it's got like this darted waist all around. I just think it's so elegant, but yet still just so timeless. Like, this is going to be something that you can wear year on year on year, and you can add a little bit of sparkle. That's the door, that's our car come to pick us up, take us to dinner. My shoes are a pair of Manolo Blahnik BBs in the black suede. Bag is my Birkin Cellier, and then my coat for the evening, which is the perfect evening coat, is from LK Bennett. This is from my campaign with them. I'm just going to pop this over my shoulders, but how festive, how festive. Beautiful wool coat, accent gold buttons, earrings are Jennifer Bear, and we're ready to go. Let's go. Is that another bathroom there? I didn't even know. A little toilet as well. A nice electric blue. Huh. Got little wellies in here. And the thing that I love as well is they got us to set the turn down service time. So we basically are going to go for dinner now, and they will come and get our house ready for us to go to bed. And it won't be like awkward because they won't turn up and we won't be here. And it's all good. Let's go. You look very smart. I bloomin' love that blazer on you so much. It's one of my favourite looks of yours.
I just want everybody to know that I spent 6 hours polishing my shoes last night.
6 hours polishing your shoes. You look very smart. I can't actually see your shoes, but they...
I spent 6 hours not because I was on them for 6 hours. You have to wait for it to dry constantly.
Ah.
Do a little bit, walk away, return an hour later, do a little bit.
Was that you watching videos?
Because I was using Renomat.
Right.
Just to remove everything back to the leather.
Okay.
You can use it on bags.
Okay, I won't be doing that.
No, you can.
Anyway, let's go. Our carriage awaits. Good evening! We are just having our pre-dinner drinks, and I have gone for the Cliveden 66, which is champagne, rose liqueur, a little bit of vodka, topped white with gold leaf, and it sounds spectacular. Ali has gone for an espresso martini. Espresso, I know, the Italians would have my guts for garters.
Well, we've just arrived for this evening's dinner. Very lovely room.
And the first time, I think, we aren't doing the tasting menu, we're doing the a la carte menu, and Ali ate too much at lunch, so he's been anti getting 2 starters, but I have persevered, and we're going to have some wines chosen for us, and we're having a raw starter and a hot starter and a main.
Yes.
I'm hungry.
I know, I can tell.
So the wine we are starting off with is a Lismore 2021 Viognier, and this is really, really lovely. I wasn't expecting to like it the moment that he said that it was quite oaky.
On the nose it's oaky.
Yeah, it's not so much on the palate. But yeah, very, very lovely, and going to be lovely with our first course. Thank you very much.
Just explain the dishes. So for yourself, sir. Well, it's for Madam as well. I'm going to share.
Yes, yeah.
Switch it around. So oak smoked venison. So it's finished with quince, and you also got the white cocoa and the dark cocoa twill, and chervil to finish. And for yourself, Madam, you've got the cured halibut, cured in lemon and lime, edible gold, and champagne sauce.
Perfect.
They look both beautiful.
Yeah.
Kudos.
Yeah,
Thank you.
lovely.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So our second wine pairing of the evening is from Oregon. It's a 2020. Oh really? Oh wow.
It's definitely sweeter.
Ooh. How sweet. It's a Chardonnay. I'm not usually a Chardonnay person.
Twice as sweet.
And how funny. Do you remember
It's really fruity.
Do you remember at Borgo Santo Pietro they served us wine, and we were like, why are they serving us wine in gin glasses? Now we know that these are actually wine glasses. We're so uncultured.
You can see the legs are quite slow moving.
Oh wow.
So it's a bit more syrupy.
Yeah.
Sweeter. It's good.
Ho ho ho, the cheese souffle.
Sir, you got the partridge. So
Thank
it's
you.
roasted on the crown, and then we remove the breast off the crown. It's basted in lard and butter. The charred corn, sweet corn puree. You also got the partridge terrine, confit yolk, and nasturtium.
Wow, thank you so much.
Thank you.
What Lydia has just said, the best souffle she's ever had.
I've never had twice baked souffle before.
Twice baked.
Twice baked.
Wow.
And it's a bomber, black bomber.
Mm. Blowing your socks
You
off.
wait until you try this, babe.
Okay.
The texture, the smokiness of the chicken.
You're selling it.
Next up, we are on to a 2018 Rioja, and I am really enjoying this already. Oh my goodness. Wow.
That looks phenomenal.
Oh my gosh. I can't even remember what I ordered. Oh yeah, I do. I remember. Oh my goodness.
You got the guinea fowl breast, madam. Crispy onions. You've also got the chives, pickled pumpkin, pickled carrots, and the guinea fowl jus. And locally sourced beef fillets, cooked rare. You've also got the barbecue beef rib, crispy onions, roscoe tarragon puree, barbecue sauce, and a beef sauce, pickled shiitake mushroom.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
That's very nice. I like it a lot.
And you know I love a tapestry, but that is a tapestry to end all tapestries. We've also got the grand piano ready and waiting. And this is the stunning entranceway to Cliveden, which is so dramatic. It took my breath away when we walked in. Such an incredible space. And do you know what it reminds me of? bizarrely, it reminds me of Narford Hall when I went to meet Marcus from Fairfax and Favor's mum and have afternoon tea there. It just, the history, the grandeur, the how long it's been here. I think that's probably the enormity of it. I think it reminds me massively of that, and this is just so cozy. So we're about to get our car back to Spring Cottage for the evening to lay our heads down because we've had a very, very lovely dinner. Hello!
Hi, how are you?
Good, you?
Great, thanks.
Good.
Are we all in?
Yeah. We are back at Spring Cottage and a very different experience with all of the curtains drawn to keep it nice and cozy in here. Goodness me, how lovely. Oh, how lovely. They've done the turn down service down here. Does that mean they've also done it upstairs? We have a nice cozy bedroom. They close the doors in there. Do we have the... Oh, look, even drawn the curtains here. Yep, ready for bed up here. Good morning, everyone. What a view to wake up to. It is so misty and foggy, but absolutely perfect. Morning. The fire is lit, but it's not doing much. Breakfast is served, and of course, as usual, I've gone for 2 because I can't decide and I don't like to limit my options. But I am going to do my L-glutamine because I didn't do that yesterday. Breakfast is served. My first is eggs Benedict with pea shoots, and the fire is roaring next to the breakfast table. Mr. Millen Gordon is trying to get my autumn playlist on the Sonos. Breakfast by the fire. How perfect. Well, good morning, and aren't we in for a treat? This lovely room has been transformed into my therapy room where I'm going to be having a massage, and I was not expecting this, but I am very much grateful for it because it means that Ali and I can have our treatments here, and then straight afterwards we can just get ready to go and explore, to go and shoot, do some different bits and pieces. So this has actually worked out perfectly. So I'm going to snuggle down right there. Ali is going to be having a manicure and a pedicure in the lovely firelit room, and I'm going to be in here in the cozy room. Well, what a start to the day after what was a wonderful evening at the restaurant at Cliveden. I didn't realise that you could come and dine at their restaurants even if you're not staying as well, and this was their fine dining restaurant, and we didn't actually opt, like I said last night, for the tasting menu. We went for the a la carte and it was amazing, but we also had Ben and Simon serving us for the evening, and Ben was an absolute hoot, and Simon's wine pairing, what I would suggest if you come here is you let Simon guide you through whatever it is that you're eating with his pairings of choice. Just, I couldn't believe how well they paired, and we tried the wine first. He would always bring it over slightly earlier so that we could taste the wine and then have it with the food and obviously experience it that way. The twice baked cheese souffle was unreal. And then we ended up coming back for bed, and this morning I've woken up and had a 90-minute massage in the cottage, and it feels like such a little cocoon, this area that we've got here. I just feel like a new woman. That is, I think I say this every single time, but in all honesty, I just love it when a therapist really listens to what you say. And the one thing that I'm really, really big on when it comes to massages is pressure, and like having the pressure that you want, but also someone who touches your body in like with, what's the word, like with intention. I think there have been a few massages in my career of having massages that I've been like, it just doesn't feel like you are like into what you're doing, and it must take a special amount of skill to really like do what therapists do. And I honestly, like, the strength of the girl that I just had was unreal. Like, for 90 minutes she just went in from my toes to my scalp. It's just, but you know what, I never have a massage without thinking about what Lily Pebbles used to, she put it on her stories once, where she was like, that moment when the therapist tuck the towel into your knickers on your bum always feels like the most vulnerable moment of your life, because it's always that little bit lower than you ever imagine it going. I always think about her when I'm having that moment of my massage, which is weird. Anyway, Ali has just made me a coffee. I'm going to get myself ready. It is 1 o'clock, and I think we're going to head out and explore, because the light outside at the moment over the Thames with the orangey hues, I don't know if you can see out there. Wow, you can't see how beautiful it is. It's just warm and golden and so, so beautiful. So I think that is our plan of action for the day. This is also where I've been curling up and enjoying. Yeah, I've been frequenting this spot quite a lot, because this room very clearly has single glazed windows. This is probably the colder room of the house. Everywhere else is nice and cozy. So we've got this big roaring fire, and it is such a treat to have this. In fact, Ali and I were saying that if we came back for like a Christmas staycation here, what we would ask is for them to maybe like move the dining table somewhere else and put 2 armchairs either side so that you can just curl up here. I'd love that. But yes, very, very lovely. Just before I show you my outfit that I have been wearing this afternoon, I just have to show you this again. I'm watching the sun set and all of the Canada geese migrate across the Thames. It is actually spectacular. But my cozy outfit for a day enjoying the cottage has been my Fairfax and Favor Regina boots in the black with the heel, and I take the regular fit legs. These are so bloomin' flattering. I'm obsessed. I think these are my new favourites. It used to be the Uptons, but Regina has come through and stolen the show. I've then got my H&M jumper from my previous haul, and I've got my Paige denim jeans, and then this is actually a blanket from my living room. I got this when we visited Norfolk with friends a few years ago, and we stayed in this really, really beautiful house there. But we went to HOLKHAM and I saw this blanket and I have loved it ever since. It is covered in dog hairs, but I don't care because it's actually super cozy as a little shawl. And then the only bag that I brought with me, which is my black Birkin, and that is my outfit for the afternoon. Right, I'm showing you my outfit in the hallway doorway, but I am wearing my Regina boots still. In fact, it's pretty much the same outfit that I was wearing earlier, because we're having a cozy evening tonight at the stables, which is their like bar grill. Very, very relaxed. I just thought I'd go cozy, so I've popped on my jeans, my Regina boots, which look fantastic. I've got my cozy H&M jumper on, and then this is an Amazon poncho. I believe this is either wool or cashmere. It's so soft, but it's in a gorgeous black watch fabric. And then I've got my Holland Cooper hat on, and hair back. Our car has just arrived, so we're gonna head for dinner now, which I'm very, very hungry. Hello, thank you. Oh. Yeah, filming me and filming you.
Well, situated under Little Ben, because this clock was also made by the same guy that did Big Ben in London, we have the Astor Grill, which is where we'll be dining this evening. You can see the Halloween inspired decor. Would you say it's Halloween, or have I just made a strong tie between pumpkins and seasonal?
Seasonal.
Lovely. Just up there is the Cliveden Spa. And we're going to be heading in now to what used to be Astor's old stable block. Really cool how they've laid this place out. Okay, I've not even sat down in my seat yet, and Lydia's already telling me what I'm having for dinner.
Really good options.
Okay.
I think you should get the cheese and chicken waffles.
Yeah.
The main. And the gnocchi.
Okay.
Share.
Okay.
But I mean, by all means, you have a look.
Have a look and come to the conclusion that you've nailed it.
I think I've chosen really well.
Okay.
And he's having a go at me now because he just
I'm not having a go at you. I'm just saying that when you
I let the team down.
Sort of half-hearted, interpreted edit of the events, nobody's sitting there going, that's hilarious.
Well, I reckon they'll find this funny. So, anyway, we've got to the Astor Grill and we've sat down and Ali's gone.
You sat down.
I've sat down. You were sat down.
No, I was taking a picture of the saddle seats.
But you were sat down when you asked him.
No, when he was asking you.
Oh yeah. Anyway, Ali wasn't here, and he walks over and he said, "Are there any allergies?" And I was like, "No, sorry, no allergies." And then Ali comes and sits down, and the gentleman comes over to fill our glasses with water, and Ali goes, "Sorry, did I hear you ask if there were any allergies? Because I'm allergy."
And you went, yeah, I did. I said it's so strange that you asked that.
Yeah. So, is there any doctors in the house? Is there any allergies? Oh dear. So anyway, I was supposed to film it because he'd obviously teed it up to perfection, and I pressed record and let him down. But anyway, it was very good. These are our starters. We're doing some snacks. So we've gone for the arancini balls, the focaccia, which that is like your heaven. And then we've got the calamari as well. Buon appetito. Okay, we've just finished our first course. And I just want to let you know that if you ever see us in a restaurant and Mr. Millen Gordon is on his phone, it is likely that he is making me go through Christmas lists of what we're going to.
Lists, but lists in general.
Lists in general, but at this time of year, if it's like this time of year, he's making me go through lists with him. So it's not that we're one of those couples that are just bored of each other and they're on their phones. No. Ali is making me tick things off lists, and at the moment we are doing Christmas presents. At dinner, don't tell me that romance isn't dead.
Christmas.
What are we doing for
Well,
Lumi?
because Porter can have a toy and Bartley can have a toy. Lumi.
No, do you know what I think?
Lumi's not really fussed about anything other than maybe she can get a new bed.
She doesn't sleep in her bed anymore. She only sleeps with us. But also, I think Porty and Barkley should have Chateaubriand steak for Christmas dinner. Because they will absolutely love it.
I don't know if they do. I'll have to ask them.
I'll have to ask them.
Lumi though.
What can we get her? What do you get the cat that has everything?
She would love an umbrella to run around with. But
Yeah, she hates the rain. She sits at the front door and she's like, "Mummy, I want to go out. Make it stop raining."
Chicken and waffle mains has arrived. We're going to get some chips on the side. We've also just balanced out the dish with some greens to make it super healthy. Well, enjoy.
And despite us both being very, very full,
Feel to the brim.
yeah, but Ali can barely sit.
I feel very bloated.
You need to get yourself on the L-glutamine, babe.
Good morning everyone, it's our final day here at Cliveden and we had the most wonderful evening last night at the Astor Grill. My goodness me, the food was just too good, and it was really good actually because our booking was at 8 o'clock and we wanted to get an early night last night, and we managed to change it to 6:45, and by the time we were finishing was when we would have been having dinner, and we were like, oh, I'm so glad that we did that because it meant we could come back, have a cozy in bed and get up bright and early. It's just gone 8 o'clock and we are going to head for breakfast now because we want to explore the main house a little bit more and the grounds. We have afternoon tea this afternoon, so we're going to come back to the house. I'm going to change into another outfit just so that I can get a little bit more pictures because I just blooming love it here. It's so gorgeous. It seems silly to not have the opportunity to shoot some of my favourite outfits here, so that's what I'm going to do. But I am loving my outfit today. This is definitely a firm favourite, and I have decided that I'm going to be ordering a new pair of jeans on my journey home because these are so thin now. It's actually embarrassing. I'm worried. I am worried. So beige denim jeans. I've got my Regina high-heeled boots on, which just looks so good on. And then I'm wearing a Goelia jumper, like little really lovely fine knit jumper, TOWCESTER and Hicks blazer, Fairfax and Favor gloves, a black Birkin, hair up because it needs to be washed. So we're going to head now for breakfast and to explore. So excited.
So that is our shuttle just driving off, and this is the beautiful property in the morning light. We're going to go in and get some breakfast. Aren't we, Mr. Millen Gordon? Creature of habit, having my eggs Benedict, but I'm not having pancakes this morning. Mr. Millen Gordon's gone for the Wye Valley salmon, pea shoots, and scrambled eggs on sourdough. We are saying goodbye to Spring Cottage. We've had breakfast, and I know this has been our little cocoon and hub for the last few days. And it's so funny, we were just saying we haven't really left Spring Cottage. There's the gentleman that was just helping us load up the car, and lots of people apparently do the same thing. They come here and they just kind of don't leave, and they actually have like a Waitrose delivery come, and people just hunker down and enjoy being here. So I don't feel so bad, but we are going to go back up to the house now, explore, because we were about to go and explore and the heavens opened, so we're going to go and have a look now. This is a culinary journey at the moment. We are now back in the Cliveden dining room, back here after breakfast. We are definitely indulging whilst we're here, and we are ready to have afternoon tea, because just as we were about to go on another adventure, the heavens opened again. So we're sort of seeking shelter in between the showers at the moment. One minute it's sunshine, the next minute it's rain. It gives us a good opportunity. Yes, it's a very, very typically British day. So I think I'm going to go for the Earl Grey tea. I think Ali might go for the oak smoked, which sounds really lovely. Smoked over 350-year-old British oak.
Where are you starting? At the bottom, of course.
Cucumber.
Ooh, very refreshing start.
We are on to the last tier of our afternoon tea, and look at these cute little flower pots. Oh my goodness. And the poppy seed cakes look really nice. Oh, this makes me excited for spring when everything's so luscious and green. We are on to the last part of the afternoon tea, and I have to ask Mr. Millen Gordon.
To reveal the goods.
No, are you Cornish or Devon when it comes to how you spread your...
Well, I'll tell you how you are supposed to do it, please.
How are you supposed to do it? Well, first, I'm just going to say, first and foremost, you do not stab a scone with a fork.
I grab.
Yes, good choice. So,
because the texture...
So you're Devon.
They're talking about it over there. I
Yeah.
think the Cornish is jammed.
Yeah. So
It's a proper debate. Anyway, you would put a harder foundation down and then a softer hat. You wouldn't put a wobbly, jobbly, jelly, welly, jammy foundation and expect your cream to sit on it properly.
Exactly.
So from a engineering standpoint,
Because that's Ali's expertise, engineering.
yes.
But yes,
Engineering.
100%. So you are Devon, just like me. We are just walking the grounds and stumbled across quite possibly the most autumnal passageway ever. It is so beautiful, and Cliveden looks spectacular from here, just peeking through the trees. But I think what we're going to do is take a stroll down to the water, down this little walkway down here. We've also found the gorgeous chapel with the most breathtaking views over the Buckinghamshire countryside. If you can hear me over the wind. Wow, oh my goodness me, look at the colours. Wow. I feel like it doesn't come across because it's so backlit, but my goodness me, look at this little balcony here. Nature Boy is up to his old tricks, photographing leaves and all of the beautiful colours. What a treat to be here at this time, to see the leaves change in this way. There's yellows, golds, dark evergreens, oranges. It is quite a treat. And we are currently walking down on the main lawn. The National Trust team are planting up some lovely displays, and we've got a lovely view of Cliveden.